Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is day 108 of playing chess every day until I reach a rating of 2000 ELO online, and I'm back to 1864. Okay, so we got a game against an 1872. D4. Okay. He's gonna play knight to c3 or knight to f3. And then the game continues. Okay. We develop, play bishop here. And after bishop to f5, there's queen to b3, so we have to be careful after this. I always allow queen to b3 by playing bishop to f5. So you have the option, if you're playing the Slav defense, to play bishop to f5, but you have to be careful after queen to b3 and queen to b6, and he pushes the pawn and you go back, there will be bishop here, and if you take the bishop, you will lose the pawn and the rook. But it's okay. And after, he plays this, and you go here, and when he plays the bishop out, or maybe after he attacks you, you just take the queen. Okay, he doesn't play it. He's a nice guy. Let us go here. Just a basic developing move, but at some point they play it. And I'm not afraid of it, because after this, there's queen here, c5, takes. That is a weird move. We just go here. If he ever take, we take with the queen. And we're also opening up for the bishop to go on b4. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing with this move. I'm gonna activate my bishop so that I can castle. Okay, the queen is here. We can play this move. That would be very annoying for him, because if we play this, we just go takes, queen takes, queen. Oh yeah, we can go here. If this takes and pawn takes, I believe we just play knight to d7, because if he takes the pawn, we castle. He takes me here, I take with the knight, and rook to b8, and taking the pawns here will be very good for me. But after queen to a5, there's bishop takes and pawn takes. He cannot get in with his knights. But maybe his idea is after takes, like after queen here, takes, maybe takes here. I mean, we just... I just want to play it. I mean, it just seems very nice. Adding a lot of pressure on the knight. He cannot defend unless he played rook here, which we will definitely take. And if he takes with the queen, we take the pawn. But if bishop takes and pawn takes, he's doubling up his pawns. But he can always take like this. So after, like, he took here. Okay. So bishop takes, pawn takes. That will be a blunder, because if pawn takes here, he takes the pawn here. I believe we just take him here. And he still has to play this move at some point. What does he play? He takes a pawn. Okay. So bishop takes, pawn takes. I believe he will play it because he's so greedy. He wants the pawn. Pawn takes like this, opens up the king. I don't like it. This move seems a little bit fine, but there will be some checks. No, that's a blunder because of this. But after this, here, this, he takes and I take. My structure is still fine. So we can go pawn takes like this. He plays this move. We go here. He takes and I take like this, and I fix my structure. I want to take like this. Bishop check. We can actually just take. He cannot take us because he's pinned. Sorry about that. So this move helps me develop my knight. Seems like a good move, so I'm just gonna play it. I believe he's gonna play a rook to c8 at some point. We'll play a knight to c6, or a knight to d7. The bad thing that we cannot castle right now, but I believe he's gonna play a3, bishop takes, pawn takes, and just a simple. Yeah, he played this move. Now the knight still cannot move. The knight is pinned, so knight here seems fine. We're stopping any checks. I don't see anything wrong with it. But knight here, we're blocking against this. We want the rook to be on c8. So knight to d7. He needs to move the king, and then bishop takes, rook takes, and then we castle, so that if he takes the pawn here, we just play rook to b8, but then he can take the knight. We have to be careful. So knight to d7, pawn here, bishop takes, pawn takes, or rook takes. Does enemy add my pawn? Okay. How to make sure to do something here? Bishop takes, he's going to take with the rook or with the pawn. Knight to d7. We are, restricting the knight only to the king to defend it. So knight to c6. It seems like a good move. So why not? I will not play it. I can also play the move a6 to make sure there's nothing will be here. With a6, a3, bishop takes, rook takes, or pawn takes. I will play the move b5, and he cannot get through, but he can play maybe like rook here or something. I believe I want to play this move. But wait, if you play this move and you play this and you take, and he takes with the pawn, now the pawn needs to be defended. If you play that like this, you lose the knight. We have to be careful. So how about a6, a3, bishop takes, rook takes, or pawn takes. Then we play the move b5. The queen trying to get and stop me from castling. But what about castles right now? He plays the move a3 and takes, and he takes, and then we play the move. We cannot play b5. a6 here takes, rook takes, and then b5. I don't know. Baltic defense. I never had this position. So castling, there will be the move a3. We draw back to bishop to d6. He takes the pawn, and we play knight here. But there's no way to trap his queen. Knight he can just take with the bishop. So knight here, a3, bishop takes, rook takes. The pawn is undefended. And if I castle and queen takes and rook here, he takes the knight, and after I take... No! Hold up. Knight here, this takes, rook takes, castles here, takes here, takes the pawn. Now the rook is hanging. But now it's defended by the queen, which we will attack soon. So knight takes c6, this takes, rook takes, castles, queen takes, and rook f b8. Queen takes here, you take the pawn, everything's defended. Wait a second, knight here, a3, bishop takes, rook takes, castles, queen takes here, rook a b8, queen takes c6, and there will be the move rook fc8, and now he offers a queen trade. We take the rook, he takes my queen, I give him a check, he gets close, I give him another check, but we cannot take the queen back. So at knight c6, a3, bishop takes, rook takes, castles, queen takes here, rook a b8, and he takes the queen here. Now you take the pawn, you're threatening to win a lot of stuff and attack him like this. He cannot castle right away. Should I go for it? He bought it a dislike. Fuck you, bro, I'm trying to think. I'm not supposed to curse stuff for a while. Okay, so knight to c6, a3, bishop takes, rook takes, castles, queen takes, rook a b8 takes here, and you cannot play this move because he can offer a queen trade. And after queen takes, bishop takes, there's rook takes, you bozo. No, you can play it. No, we can play it. a3, bishop takes, rook takes, castles, queen takes b7, rook a b8, queen takes here, and then you play rook fc8, queen goes back to offer a queen trade, which is go takes, because when bishop takes, there's rook takes, and yeah. But unless he takes with the pawn, then we can just, he takes with the queen. I mean, it kind of killed your attack. No? Why did he take with the queen? Now you have nothing. He literally has nothing. His only move is to play like a move like this, which we will definitely with a move at a6, but after rook here, you play this move, and we're gonna castle kingside. But we gotta be careful of this very annoying knight move. We can go here, we can try to escape, reroute somehow. We're gonna play this to stop the bishop from pinning us. He, I believe, is gonna pawn storm, or bishop. Yeah, that move I did not see. I did not see. Okay, but that's a good strategy. Rerouting the knight to a good square. Seems fine. Knight here, pawn here, knight here, knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes, or something like that. Castling, he's gonna play knight here. Okay, and he's gonna put a knight here. Attack my pawn. But we can go like this. He can take a pawn in the process, but we can take a pawn and he can take back. No, you have to be careful. Castling like this, he will play knight here. Trying to go there. And then we just play rook to c8. Knight here. We play this move. He takes. Yeah, that is annoying. I wonder how I can stop it. Knight to a5. Plays this. We draw back. He plays knight here. I don't know, bro. Rook to c8. Knight here. Knight to e7. If he takes and I take and he plays knight here, we need to defend. We cannot defend. So how about just king to d7, knight here, and a simple b6 in his face. Seems okay. Let's just go here. Knight here, b6 to stop the knight from entering here. He cannot attack me. You're not going to get to that square. You're not going to get to that square. And then he just, developing. He might be trying to play a move like this, which I believe there's nothing wrong with advancing on this side, but I don't like it. We can play this move. If he takes, we're fixing the pawn structure, and if he didn't take, well, we will take him. So I just mouse slipped. I mean, I wanted to play it, but I didn't play it. Like, I had an idea of playing it, but it's okay. We can take with the knight, but I'm not sure what does it do. We can put a knight here. If we pushed like this, that would be a good square. But pawn takes is better because we would always have some kind of pawn push, and we'll also fix in the pawn structure. So that would be a good thing. And he can never attack us. He will play this move, but that will be very risky. Pushing too many pawns. If he played this... So, of course, you cannot play this move because you will be losing. This move will trash my bishop. But let's go in for it. Let's go for it. The bishop can always go back to defend. The bishop is going there for some reason. Knight here seems fine. Trying to go here. But this square for his knight is a little bit annoying. So this and this, I like it. Here, no, you're allowing the bishop in. Come on, bro. Come on. I believe we're going to play rook to c8. Because we will be moving the knight, forcing a trade. My rook will be better if he castles. If you play the move g4, bishop to e6, defending the weak pawn, since he might castle and put the rook on d1, that will be very annoying. He did. Now, his idea, after knight to e5, he will play rook to c1. And after rook takes, rook to c8, rook takes c8, king takes c8, bishop takes here. So that's a blunder. If I play this move, that's a blunder because if takes, and I lose the pawn. We have to be careful of what we are doing. Of course, we cannot offer a bishop trade or something like that. We can play this move though, but that will allow a check. We can go here. He will play another check just for fun purposes. This move seems fine. Give him a so this check here. Then we can move the knight. He plays this move. And somehow we can try to... b5, I love it. b5, knight here, king here. Rook here. That would be a problem. We go back. No, 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 no. Knight here, rook takes, king takes, rook to the c1, king back. Doesn't seem bad. This we just take, and bishop takes, there will be some pressure here. But we don't take. Knight to e5, rook takes, king takes c1, rook to c1 check, king to d7. Rook here, bishop here, this move, play f5. No, the knight is here. You gotta be careful. I'm trying to put a knight there, so that when he takes, that will be protected by his pawn. Or knight here will be even better. But knight here, rook takes, bishop takes here, and there's rook to c2. How can he defend? So wait, knight here, rook takes, rook takes, and after bishop takes here, you play the move rook here, he gives you a check for obviously no freaking reason. You go here, and now he can defend by playing rook here. But the knight will go here, attacking the pawn twice, and if he takes, we will take with the pawn, so we would have a passer. Knight to e5, rook takes, and bishop takes here, rook to c2, bishop check, king here, and now rook to b1, and knight to d3, bishop takes, pawn takes. This move is dropping a pawn in hope for we will win that pawn. But I don't think it's fair. And pushing like this, he would have the opportunity to go here. We'll play this move, he plays rook to c1, and after we go knight here, takes, everything takes. Then I will hop in. Knight to e5. I just want to play it. Knight to e5. What about rook here? And rook takes, rook here, rook takes, king takes, and he just takes the pawn. No, it's not a good move. And going here, he will play this move. We will go play king here. He will put rook to c1, and then we're going to play knight to e7. He will attack my bishop for some reason. We go back. But there will be this check. He loves playing check. But no, the bishop would be here. How can he play a check in that square? I'm going to go here. Allowing bishop to b5, playing king to d6. He loves spins. He loves them. But where to go? I believe this is the square. He's going to play... Oh, you bozo, you retard. This bishop takes, king takes, knight here, and king moves a check. Rook takes, bishop takes. And rook here. He moves the bishop. Oh, because if takes, there will be this check. That's what I missed. Okay, so how can we deal with this? This, he takes me, I take him. He plays rook here to offer some defense. Bishop here, pawn push. We cannot get the king to attack the bishop. So wait, here, takes, bishop here, and we play bishop to d7. He plays the bishop here, and then we play this move. He plays rook here, and I move the pawn. Because if takes, there will be this check. I move away. He takes this pawn. I play rook to c8. He tries to get to this pawn. I play this. He tries to defend, and the king can try to get in. So this, here, this takes rook to c8. No, that's a blunder because of this fork. You love forks, right? Knight here, this. King here, he takes. I can never play this stupid rook to c8, which is what I really want. So how about rook here? He just moves the bishop. He just moves the bishop. I'm playing rook here. He will play this. Yeah, we blundered at this. So a4, knight here. This takes with a check. We take another check and we lose. Yeah, that's just okay. He is good, but I just missed some stuff. Rook to c8. There will be this move. And takes. There will be this. I move away. He takes me here, and I play rook to c8. So takes, knight here, king here, takes, rook to c8. He will not have control over that square. He goes back here, defend that square. That's the most annoying thing I've ever seen. Then we push the pawn. And then he plays check. He loves checks. I believe this is what I think I have to play. I don't know. Maybe king here is better. Like check, king here, takes, rook here. The exact same fork, bro. This is the only square we don't get forked. And my hope is rook to c8 added some counterplay, but after rook to c, like knight takes, rook to c8, there is the move knight to d4, holding that square so that I can never go to c2. I mean, he's forced to take it, or otherwise it will be equal, I believe. So knight takes, rook to c8. Yeah. Knight here is very bad. You don't wanna... Yeah, he plays that move. Now, going here, play some kind of check and we go here. So this, what are we aiming for? We can never move the king here because that will be a check and he will become the rook. So how about rook here? Seems fine. Plays this, takes, rook here. Yeah, I love this move. We're trying to run the king behind the rook so that we can never trade the rooks. And the only open file is the c file, so that we don't want him to have control over it. Unless he can play like maybe like rook to d1 and king to here so that he can force a rook trade. He played that. Okay. That's not a blunder because that's not a fork. King here, king here, king here. We cannot even get to that square. I'm playing this, then this, takes. There's nothing. Yeah, I don't believe there's anything here. GG. Resign. And let's see the game review. Yeah, my mistake that I moved the dame knight. I miscalculated. But that's what happens when you play chess at night. I'm just really sleepy and I want to go to bed, but I played a game because, you know, he played with a 95.3. I actually don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, he played all good moves, and I am the one who played the blunders. Some positional missteps let your opponent seize the advantage in the middle game. Okay, shut up, engine. d4. We're playing our Slav defense because I still did not learn the knight f6, e5 stuff. Okay, he was supposed to go queen here, but that's okay. He played that. I actually played the best move, which is crazy. He takes here, we take with the best move, and now that's the mistake. We were supposed to castle, and maybe put the rook on c8. That was even better. Because here he will take you 2 steps, and the king is supposed to protect the knight. But just a simple castle and put the rook to c8, it's even better. Yeah, he played that move and takes. He takes with the queen. I see. See? He was supposed to take with the rook. But anyhow, That's still fine. Still fine. He's aiming for his square here, which we played a good move. And here I was not supposed to close the position. Maybe like knight e7 why? I mean, it doesn't even begin to make any sense. Knight to d7, knight to c8, knight to d. Reroute like this. Also a good thing. And also removing the knight so that you can push some pawns without getting forked or pinned or anything. Yeah, but I did not find the move. This, we take with the pawn, that's still fine. He played the move. He was supposed to strike at the center. He played the move here. We were supposed to play knight to e7, protecting, and he cannot add any attackers unless he cancelled and played rook to d1. And then maybe we can play this, because if bishop takes, yeah, but we missed that. He went back, and now we cancel. Yeah, everything's fine until we play this move. From 0.25 to 4.66. Yeah, my mistake that I allowed him to pin the knight. But I was like, I want to kick the knight away. I want to make something. I actually did not see what is the best move here, because I played this move, a5, so let's just try to find the best move. If I played knight to e5, and he played rook takes, and bishop takes, and rook here, he's forced to go back to defend, and after knight here, the pawn is lost unless he takes, and I take with the pawn, I would have a passer. So I would say it's either knight to e5, that's a move, or a simple king to e7, just moving away out of any potential pins so that when you push, there's nothing, you can just move the knight. So I would say it's either knight to e5 or king to e7, or just the king move. I mean, I don't know what is the difference between all these four. The engine has a great, difference in between four moves, but I don't see it. So I would play knight to e5 or move the king if I had the chance to play it, but this is the mistake. And it was king to d6, which a move I would not even consider to play, because the pawn is very weak. After rook to d1, after some, he cannot reroute the knight in a way to attack it. No, he can try, but this pawn's gonna become a weakness and a target, and my only move. But I can defend it, Yeah. So this move just runs away from the pin, maybe supports knight to e5. Yeah. But I played this move, which he found a great move. That was a mistake, but look what the engine is is telling me to do. I was supposed to go bishop to h3, which is kind of retarded, because imagine me playing the move. What will my opponent do here? What? The best move is to give away the bishop, because he would take, and after that, what will happen? Just give him a random check? No. Let's go back to the game review. That was my only big mistake, and it only says a mistake even though it loses the game. I was supposed to play something else, and it was supposed to play. It was supposed to be a blunder, but it's not. And after he takes like this, takes. He went back. I mean, it is just a dead position. I cannot do anything. You can just always attack the pawn chain. It would have a piece of and also very weak pawns. Yeah. That was my only mistake. But I'm not really sure why it's not a blunder. It says 0 blunders. But maybe it's just a move that doesn't lose any piece right away. I mean, it does lose a piece right away, right? Because it's threatening to go here. And if I move the king, he will just take the free piece. And if I moved here, it's just a rook takes, bishop takes, and king takes, and there will be a check, and he can pick up the bishop, which what happened in the game. That was a game-changing move. Giving white a winning position, this spins the knight to the king. Yeah, it's just a winning position because he can now use his pieces to attack my knight, which I cannot defend with only one piece, and the king, but the king is too big. And now it just closes the piece. Yeah, I'm not really sure why a5 is not a blunder and it's just a mistake. Yeah, but that was a very good game. Like until 20 moves, I did not do anything bad. And this move, I mean, I was supposed to look at this, but I was like, when he plays this move, I just move my king, and I only thought like, look, bishop here, I would like play king to d6, he would play rook to c1, and then I would go back knight to e7, so that when, rook takes, and rook takes, and rook takes, and knight takes, there is no bishop takes pawn. That was my idea. But what I missed, after here, he can just take, and I did not see that because there's the fork. And that was the only square that I wanted to go to, and I just gave it away. Yeah. Don't play chess at night before you go into bed. That's not a good strategy. We're back to 1856. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.